It's a 4. And off we go. It's my favorite part of the match, the loading screen. So much activity. Oh, that's over.
Sometimes the loading screen feels like a roulette, though. You have no idea if you're going to be there for half a second or like a year.
Yeah. Jayden, a mystery. Oh, how are they going to fix this? Oh, God. Oh, no. Okay,
it's Jayden. She'll figure it out with an overhangless Z-spin triple, because what else would she do? A spin, but whatever. You know what I mean.
No, I know exactly what you mean. I'm already, like... I'm already having, like, breathing issues. That was incredible.
Yeah, Ferox starting off with kind of a 2-wide here, not taking the combo down stack version of that, but just going for Tetrises. And honestly, that's the better thing to do in this situation. As
Jayden was a beautiful Kaiden as well.
Yeah, Jayden's just speeding through this right now, building up some stack to defend. Does not even need to defend, as that just goes entirely to Ferox's board.
The eye-piercing column 2, to make that a T-spin double, I kind of liked it. It had an energy I really liked.
Yeah, I did like that.
Oh, missing the spin there, missing the extra spin on the T-spin double. But it works out in the end because they do get a T-spin single and a T-spin double with their fix. Beautiful overall, beautiful. And Ferox, it's their turn to make a misdrop. Oh dear. And a floaty boy over the top of Jayden's T-spin.
Interestingly, right now, Ferox does have the score advantage. And we're going to see both of those players getting close to that 60,000 mark. I doubt Jayden's going to get over that with his zone, especially with that misdrop at the top there. Okay, does get over that, and luckily Ferox starts the zone before because he's actually human and needs the full zone timer.
Jayden's specific fix there, I want to talk about that after Ferox's zone, which, yeah, a 19. Jayden did this fix where it looked like the worst option because it gave them like a spin that would have created an overhang. It was very, very silly. It had no real reason to exist. But then after their burn and after placing an L in the middle, it actually made a T-spin double that I would never have seen. It was really impressive. And that J placement to fill out the T-spin double, and then also give them like the what's it called, the ledge of the next T-spin. That was so cool. What? So much is happening.
Yeah, and Ferox not able to keep up with how much was happening. Dude, the fact that Jayden, with a zone that probably lasted about 2 seconds, got that damage off.
Yeah.
Insane.
Wow. Sorry, that J placement was so good. I don't know if you caught that J placement from Jayden.
I was looking at Ferox's board during that.
Jayden had like, they stack up like 2 T-spins on top of each other. And so like with like one, the J piece filled out the left side of the first T-spin, but also created the ledge at the top of the second T-spin.
It's always so cool when people can work on 2 T-spins at the same time with one piece.
It was so elegant. Like,
so rare to do, but it is so cool when it happens.
There are some things you would just never see, or at least I wouldn't see, and I think the average player wouldn't see. And to these players, it's so simple. They do it every day. But it's mind-blowing to us. Oh my gosh.
Both players with some interesting T-spin setups in zone. Jayden not being able to find the full extent of that zone, but that is still a 51. Ferox, very known
have a 21? No.
Sad.
20 though, in 60. They took their time, which unfortunately meant that their zone neutralized rather than sending a little bit. However, phase 2, maybe it's best that your zone doesn't send the fastest player in the game clean garbage to quickly spam you with, right? Like maybe that's,
Very good point. And so Jayden here starting the zone at 47,000 points is going to probably be able to find a 60,000 at the other end of it.
The setup, so the T-spin triple. And off we go again. Phase 3, Ferox with only a quarter zone left, finally clearing some lines. But they don't seem to have a T-piece coming up anytime soon. And now at the top of the board...
that Q is not great. Jayden's attack does not come in time to stop Ferox there. That almost seems like it was a little bit of lag with how long it
felt like
that.
It, right? Like I feel like
the travel time on that attack was ridiculous. A little bit of plot armor there for Ferox, but I think we're going to need a little bit more than that level of plot armor if Ferox wants to do anything here in this matchup. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, no, not happening. And the stat difference. The drops are about the same, but the attack just speaks for itself, right? Two 2-0 so far, halfway through the set already.
Yeah, Jayden going for a TSD opener instead of the normal 6-3 upstack. I don't know. I think TSD openers are just fun and helpful in general.
Yeah, I think they're also they're relatively easy to learn. They don't require too much like weird finicky kicks. It's just knowing how to put the the first few pieces together. Like it's nice. It's really nice.
Oh, the TSD tower?
Do it.
We're looking
please.
for a J piece.
Make my day.
But we're
no,
we're not.
Tried to make my day, but ruined it instead.
I mean, when you don't have the Q for it, you just don't have the Q for it.
They should have sacrificed a round just for us. Just for us.
No.
Just for us. Come on.
No.
We work hard. It's good that, people are watching.
I disagree with that one. But anyways, Jayden has
you don't work hard.
No. And then putting this into zone here.
That's a very quick 16. That was approximately 7 seconds to get there.
And that is going to be a 57 in 20. And that is going to come in as phase 2. But a messy phase 2 on Ferox's board right now.
What is Jayden building? What is that?
Whatever she wants, because she can.
I mean, it doesn't seem to matter. Ferox is in a pretty bad situation. He has to zone.
But as quarter zone is seeing zone chunks, this is not impossible from Ferox's standpoint. And there is
Jayden has a lot of... Jayden has a lot to work with on their board.
That is... What in the too-wide STSD is that?
If Jayden got the eyepiece, that actually would have also been like the eye placement to create the T-spin, like ledge. Does that make sense? Like in the center?
Yeah, no. I was looking at that. But
so really
we are not at phase 3 yet, so Ferox is going to have a bit of time to get through this here. Is using that time.
Oh, the
but
double
Jayden is going to put this over to phase 3. Okay. She just tried to send that eyepiece into
I think so.
Into the shadow realm right there. And
yeah, right.
I love when Jayden. I love it when Jayden sends pieces to the shadow realm. It's my favorite.
Unfortunately, though, today no vacancy there, and it was instead a hold. Yeah.
Jayden greeting and zoning as you are allowed to do for Jayden.
Yeah. As usual, you could say, for Jayden. I love it.
Programming.
I love it.
Yeah, Jayden at the bottom of the board right here, building up this attack, definitely trying to have something in response to Ferox's zone, and there is a little bit of awkwardness at the end of that there, so Ferox is not going to get... Oh, no. She's trying to build up another TSD tower.
And that's a great little forecast there.
Yeah, I had to back out of that one. Ferox is setting up...
building a fractal.
Yeah, a fractal. A ballsy fractal right there, and having to not take that second T-spin, and this is not going to be Ferox's best spot here. And this drops the J piece. And as Jayden has a full-on side ties over on the side of Ferox.
Is that 4 eyepieces? Wait,
yeah,
1, 2, 3. It's 3 and a burned one. That's crazy. Literally drawing the boundary of their own board, basically. That's quite cool.
You want a giant light blue line on your board? I got you.
Right? It's the Pinocchio game mode again. And off we go. Nearly our 4th sweep that we've seen at least today, Lyra.
That's kind of how this first round is going to go. Just based on this tournament format, the first round is going to generate a lot of sweeps.
Can I be honest though? I don't mind it because we're seeing some really cool plays, and although it may be a little unbalanced, like the players are still putting up a fight. We're still seeing games go to phase 3, which is where you want to see your pro gameplay at, right? You want to see it in phase 3 where they're challenged. I think this is really healthy considering the matchups we have.
Right, and especially with some of these players in the bracket, mainly the ones that we're going to see in the later spots, not being as frequent in these tournament matchups, this is going to give us a little bit of a preview of what we can expect for this tournament. This is a very nice ulti right there. 65 attack from Ferox, and Jayden's just doing Jayden things. She's going to find something from that and doesn't take the T-spin because that's not even possible. Takes the TSD out of that, which is pretty nice. And downstacks through this like nothing happened.
Oh, I just think I just burned my throat with like stomach acid. What was that? Oh my god. Wow. Anyway, so the funny thing is that Ferox actually had the much more efficient 20 there. They did hit back-to-back 20s. But Jayden pulled off that, despite misdropping and despite having the less efficient zone.
Oh, was that a Finn?
Oh,
yes, that is
Ferox.
the Finn there from Ferox. So Ferox also was the one to push this over to phase 3. A pretty significant score advantage, but Jayden is going to continue on, and a score advantage against Jayden does not mean that you are winning. Unfortunately, that's not how she lets the game work.
Yeah, no. And looking at setting up the T-spin triple does find it with the S piece after placing the Z in a very strange spot without context, but yeah, they make it work. And Ferox with a 38 and 14 is actually really
okay.
And Ferox takes a round, no sweep.
No sweep, no sweep. We love to see it.
Wow, Ferox well played there, pressuring at just the right time. Jayden got a smidge too greedy, and finally it backfires. Their hubris is challenged.
Win, so true, Star. And so
yeah, the Finn.
Jayden starting off with like the stick spin bag. I'm of the opinion that stick spin is horrible for this game because of how much soft dropping it involves. But that's
I agree. I fully agree.
Yeah, so Jayden's not in the best spot, but she's going to be able to stack her way out of it. It just depends on the RNG now, and she does get the RNG she needs to get enough down stack going.
I do want to say, I'm not a Finn main, but isn't the main point of Finn to be able to cancel, like, PCs? Like, just, like, you know, stop people from PCing in a game where PCs... I think that's why Finn is so popular, because it actually helps you neutralize, like, you know, incoming PC, like, loopers, by quickly sending a line before they can PC. But in a game like TC, that doesn't make any sense.
I just thought people did it because it was cool. Anyways, Ferox having quarter zone here.
Jayden! Oh my god, that was beautiful! And the eye placement completely undid the entire thing! What?
Finn is a dumb
What's going on?
Finns are only popular because silly. Yeah, I'm right, you're wrong. Anyways, Jayden having some questionable shapes on her board.
Oh, I can't get over that. That was a sequence to be remembered, ladies and gentlemen. And here we are, 3-1 Ferox, because this is the beginning of a reverse sweep.
Definitely not easy to do, but Jayden is making it a lot more possible because what is she doing?
My god. Jayden, you're bored. You've got a quarter zone. How are you getting out of... That's about 35 attack on their board. A little more than 35. I don't see them getting out of that. And Ferox is taking a second round. Yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot.
Alright, so at this point, I'm guessing Jayden is going to tighten up her play because she does not want this to be tied.
I mean, she needs to, really. She really needs to. I'm curious. Ferox, I think they had the option to go for another Finn. I want to ask: is the Finn the fourth, or the Finn is the fourth kick of the?
Okay. So here's
right?
the thing: is you refer to kicks by numbers. You're the only person I know who does that, and I have no idea what you're talking about. So you're asking me this question, and I literally don't know the answer.
Could one of the fellow nerds in chat let me know? Is the Finn the Finn is the fifth kick? It's not the fourth kick. Okay, got it. I was under the misconception.
Oh,
That's tightening up their gameplay, all right. Wow, and they get a loop.
Third.
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Go on.
No.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, tightening up their gameplay, all right. Yeah. No. Neo and IS. Yeah. Okay. That's the one. That's the one that I think is fourth. Thank you, Nighting. That's what I may be misinterpreting. Anyway, so nerd talk over. Back to ooh goo goo gaga funny PCs. Very good time.
Were you insulting me?
What? No, I would never do that. No, I was not. I'm so sorry. And it's actually it's on the brain
here. But Ferox does have the point advantage as he is trying to close this out. Ferox sees his opportunity for an upset here and is trying to go for it, but Jayden definitely not wanting that to happen right now.
That I will make fun of you for Ferox is kind of fire. I actually love calling him Ferox.
Stop.
What is Jayden's board? So many spins I can't even count them all. And it all works out in the end.
Yeah, and Ferox is up at the top with a lot of cheese on the board. Half zone going to have to be used here. That is a misdrop that could be fixed with a 180, but we don't have those here, and so...
No, well, we have those. And I believe this is going to be the end to Ferox's dreams here of a reverse sweep. But you know what? 2 rounds against Jayden. Well done, mate.
Yeah, well done. Not easy to do here. Definitely a lot more feasible when Jayden was playing like that, but again, tightened up her gameplay at the end. And,
yeah.
Okay.
Now who's Australian?
Okay. It's, yeah, you're so right. If only I could do the accent. But yeah, so that is it for that matchup. Love to see the no sweep right there as we get a nice shot of Wylie.